Hello, my friends. Our story today is about Jesus' interactions with children. In Jesus' day, children were viewed completely different than today. They were considered hands to help around the house, or as a means to continue the family name, as well as a sign that God was blessing you. There was no consideration as to what they were feeling, or how they perceived God, or what they needed for their physical and emotional development. In fact, when Paul writes in Ephesians that parents shouldn't provoke their children to wrath, that was a revolutionary concept because parents could do whatever they wanted with their children. And there was no real accountability. Children were pretty much at the same status level as slaves in a household. So when the disciples started shooing the children away from Jesus, they weren't being particularly mean or even inappropriate. They were just doing what any grown-up would have done at that time in history. However, Jesus is not like every other grown-up of that time, and he invites them in. He doesn't dismiss them. He gives them importance. He validates their need for him. Jesus was often accused of hanging around the wrong people and giving importance to the wrong crowd. The tax collectors, the sinners, and now the children. Oh, you might say, this doesn't really apply in the 21st century because the pendulum has swung now the other way. Children are the main focus of families, and everything revolves around them and their needs and wants. Hang on a minute. Listen to some of the comments a trauma counselor anonymously shared online about what some of her younger clients had to say about their parents. A 6-year-old said, "I wish I was as important as their phone." Another child says, "My dog gets more attention. Dad said it's because the dog can't talk, so I stopped talking." Another child says, "My mom says she's too busy, but she texts her friends all day. Why not tell me the truth? She's just avoiding me." A 9-year-old saying that. Another 6-year-old said, "If I ran away, my parents wouldn't know. They don't say goodnight anymore." An 8-year-old said, "I wish my parents would focus on the good things we do. It's always the bad stuff." And another 7-year-old said, "I feel like a bad kid when I make a mistake, usually because my parents think I did it on purpose." This is another lesson in discipleship. Children see Jesus through their parents or through the adults around them. As grown-ups, are we representing Christ accurately by giving children our time, our energy, our love? The disciples may have considered that Jesus was too busy for the children. And are we too busy to have worship with our children, regardless of their age? Remember that children are little disciples of Jesus too. And that is our nugget for today.